Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 1,000-point 8th edition battle between my Deathwatch and Mob Rules Ted's Iron Hands. So the story that we've got here is that there was a major battle on this planet against the Xenos force. And after the battle, there was Xenos tech scattered all over the planet. Much of it for just technologically advanced, and also there was rumors that some of it had the ability to enhance the psychic abilities. So the Inquisition, the Ordo Xenos, decided that this could not fall into the wrong hands. So they dispatched a force of Deathwatch to go collect the Xenos tech from this battlefield so that it could be taken into the proper hands of the Inquisition, because they always believe themselves to be the proper hands. But at the same time, the Mechanicus decided that they wanted their hands on this. So they contacted their friends in the Iron Hands and said, if you can collect this technology for us, we would be very happy to help enhance your soldiers as you so desire. So they sent out a force to go collect it. And as the two forces descended upon the planet to go collect the technology, they realized that they had come to loggerheads and decided to fight over the pieces of technology to see what happened here. So that's the story that we've got going on here. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that will be fighting out today. So for the Deathwatch, I'll be running a patrol detachment. Leading off the detachment, we have a captain with a Xeno phase blade. We have a 5-man kill team. From left to right, we have a sergeant. We have a veteran with a stalker pattern bolt gun. We have a veteran with a frag cannon. We have a veteran with an Infernus heavy bolter. And we have another veteran with a frag cannon. We have a 6-man kill team. From left to right, we have a sergeant. We have 2 veterans with heavy thunderhammers. We have 2 veterans with Deathwatch shotguns. And we have a Vanguard veteran with a pair of lightning claws. We have a venerable dreadnought with a dreadnought close combat weapon, a heavy flamer, and twin las cannon. And last but not least, we have a Land Raider Redeemer. Then for the Iron Hands, he'll be running a Vanguard detachment. Leading off the detachment is a Tech Marine. We have a 5-man tactical squad. We have a 6-man tactical squad with a heavy bolter. We have a 5-man scout squad with camo cloaks and sniper rifles. We have a Contemptor pattern dreadnought with multi-melta and storm bolter. We have a 2nd Contemptor pattern dreadnought with a Kyrus assault cannon and a heavy flamer. We have an ironclad dreadnought with a assault launchers, heavy flamer, and meltagun. And last but not least, we have a dreadnought with multi-melta and storm bolter. All right, so those are the two armies. We are going to be playing the Retrieval Mission. So what it is there are 4 objectives. We've got one here. We've got one up on top there. We've got one over here, and we've got one back in here. These are going to be the Xenos tech that we're going to be fighting over. So those are the objectives that we're going to go going over deployment here. I've got my Land Raider over here. Inside is my 6-man kill team and my watch captain. We have my 5-man kill team over here, and we've got my dreadnought back there. Going over deployment for the Iron Hands, we have his. This is the 6-man tactical squad here. We got the 5-man tactical squad there. We've got the Tech Marine over here. We got all of the dreads all up in there, and then we've got the scout snipers all up in there. So that's the deployment that we've got going on here. We are doing the spearhead deployment. So that's the one where it's like 12 inches here, and then it comes up, so it's only 18 inches away in the middle there, the triangles with the short ends being our table edges. As of right now, the Deathwatch will be going first, unless Ted can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. He's going to be a Phil first. No, a 3, so only half of it, so you will go second. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. In the movement phase, my Land Raider moved up 10 inches. These guys advanced up here 8 inches. And these guy over here stood still. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so he is going to fire into his dreadnought over here. So he's going to fire with the twin las cannon. So it's 2 shots here, hitting on 2s. Okay. I am going to spend a command point to re-roll that. There we go. So that's 2 hits. Strength 9. What's the toughness on your Contempt or Dread, right? Toughness 7. Yep. So wounding on 3s. So we got 1 wound. Armor is -3. So what's his armor is a 3 up. So that becomes a 6 up.
Or I can do the invulnerable, which is 5 up, right?
Oh, 5 up invul. Yep, 5 up invul. And he's good with a fill phase. Now my Land Raider is going to be firing into him with the twin assault cannon. So these are, it's heavy 12. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because usually it would be a 3+, but because I moved, it becomes a 4 up. So hitting on 4s. Alrighty. It's a bunch of 3s. That would have been nice. All right, strength 6, toughness 7. Looking for 5s to wound. We have 2 wounds. Yep, 2 wounds. AP -1. So these are looking for 4 ups. And he's good. And that will be it for the shooting phase. And no one is going to assault. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Iron Hands on turn 1. Movement for the Iron Hands here on turn 1. These guys moved up here. He advanced. He just moved. He advanced up to this way. These guys all stood still. These guys advanced up this way. These 2 guys just moved up this way, and they stood still. So that is movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, shooting. He is going to fire into these guys. So we'll do the multi-melta first. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. No, no wound. You can use a command point if you want. No, he's not going to wear that. Okay. And now he's going to fire the Stormbolter in here. He's within 12 inches, so it's 4 shots here. Hitting on 3s. All right, so 2 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4. Looking for 4s. We got 1 wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. Woo! Now he's going to fire the Karis Assault Cannon into them. So heavy 6, so hitting on 4s. All right, so we've got 2 hits. Strength 7, wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. -1, so a 4 up save. They're good.
So -1.
And now here he is going to fire the multi-melta into him. So -1, so hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Strength, that is not a wound. And now comes his Stormbolter, hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 6s. Hey, got 1 wound. What is my save? 1 second. And he has a 2 up save. And he's good. All right, these guys are going to fire into these guys. So hitting on 3s. Okay. Oh. Wow, okay. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. No wound there. And this squad's going to fire into him over here. So we have the heavy bolter and 1 bolter in range. So the heavy bolter hitting on 3s. All right, strength 5, so wounding on 5. That's a wound. -1, so 3 up save. And he's good with a fill phase. Woo! And then the 1 bolter hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 6. It's a wound. 2 up save. Oh, and he makes that one. That was close. I saw that one. All right, so that is it for the Iron Hands turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch on turn 2. Movement for the Deathwatch here. These guys disembarked and moved up. So they moved up 6 inches, and he moved up, so he's within 2 inches over there because he can move up to 12. Or 10. Either which way, he still moved up there. These guys moved over this way, and this guy stood still where he was. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with shooting. Starting off the shooting phase, he is going to fire into him with his heavy flamestorm cannons. So we've got 2d6, heavy 2d6. So we've got 7 hits. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so we got 7 hits there. Strength 6, toughness 7 or 8. We're not sure, but either which way, looking for 5s to wound. Okay, we got 2 fill faces, so that's 2 wounds. AP -2, so their armor is a 3+, becomes a 5 up. So we got 2 5 up saves. No, they both go through, and that's 2 damage, so he takes 4 damage. Now the twin assault cannon is going to fire into him. So we've got heavy 12 here, hitting on 4s because I moved. Okay, that was actually fantastic. Strength 6, toughness 8, so wounding on 5s. We've got 2 wounds. AP minus, hold on a second. AP -1, so 4 ups, and he's good with both of them. The frag cannons from this squad are going to fire into his front Mortis Dreadnought, not Mortis, Contemptor Dreadnought there. So each of them, they're going to be using the frag rounds. So these are Assault 2d6. So there's 2 of them there, so it's 4d6. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 wounds. So we will, 16 hits. We'll come back to you with the wounds. So 16 hits here. Wounding on 5+.
No way.
No way. Yeah, so 0 wounds on 16. That's a thing that just happened. Infernus Heavy Bolter Bro is going to fire into him. I am just out of 8 inches, so I'm going to have to use the Heavy Bolter part. So 3 shots. It's, yep, Heavy 3. So I'm hitting on 4s. Okay, got 2 hits. Strength 5. Wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound. AP -1, so he's got a 4 up. Hey, he actually took a wound versus the frag cannons with all their shots. Okay, I'm not bitter much. Now the guys with bolters in here, one has a stalker pattern, one has a regular bolter, but they're both going to fire into him there. So we're going to go with the regular one first. So he has 2 shots. We're going to be using the vengeance rounds to make it AP -2. So 2 shots here, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. Yes, wounding on a 5. No wound there. So then we've got the shots from the Stalker Pattern Bolt Gun. Those are heavy, so these are going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, that one's cocked. Okay, it's got 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. No wound there. Okay. Now the Twin Las Cannon is going to fire into him. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. AP -3, 5 up. So you got your 5 up invul save. He makes none of them. So this is 2d6 damage to him. 8 damage. So he is down to 1 wound left. Brutal. These guys are going to fire into this guy over on the left. So we're going to start with the shotgun. He's going to use the Xenophage slugs. So this is 2 shots here, hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit. Strength 4. Yes, strength 4. Yep. So wounding on a 5. That's a wound. AP -1. So it becomes a 4 up. No, so it goes through for 1 damage there. All right. And now they're going to use the AP -2 rounds here. So he's going to fire into him with the vengeance rounds. So we've got 2 shots hitting on 3s. Okay. I forgot. He's within 6 inches of the captain, so they get to reroll hits of 1. So there we go. That's better. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound. AP -2 now because of that. That's cocked. Roll it again. No, so he takes another wound. Okay. All right, that's it for shooting. Moving on to the assault phase. We're going to start with him assaulting into these 2 guys. So we're going to go with Overwatch. So we're going to start with this guy over here. He has a Meltagun and a Heavy Flamer. So we'll go with which one first? Meltagun. Hitting on a 6. Nope. And the Heavy Flamer. D6. So 6 hits. All right, so he's got 6 hits, strength 5, so wounding on 5s. No wounds there. All right, and then this guy over here has a Multi-Melta and a Stormbolter. So we'll go with the Multi-Melta first, hitting on a 6. Nope, and then Stormbolter is 4 shots, so. No hits there. So his charge distance, and he is in. All right, so he has frag assault launchers. So you finish within 1 inch of both of them. So we're going to start with the guy back there and then move to him. So the guy back there on a 4+. No. The guy over here. No. Okay, so. Now these guys are going to charge into the guy on the left there. They are 6 inches away, so I need a 5-inch charge to make it into there. I am going to spend a command point to re-roll this one. That's when the dice they just let you know. They just tell you when you're not supposed to make it. So Yeah, that's a thing. All right, so we will come back to you with the fights of phase. Starting at the fight phase, he charged, so he gets to go first. He's going to have his attacks, all of his attacks into him. So I got 6 attacks, hitting on 6s. I got 2 fill faces. All right, so 2 hits. Strength 8. No, strength 8. He's got toughness 7. So we're looking for 3s to wound. You got 2 wounds. 2 3-ups, and he fails 1, so he takes 1 wound. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move over to here to his guys in the attacks. So we're going to go with his Ironclad first. He's got 4 attacks. He's going to be using the Seismic Hammer, which is -1 to hit. So he's going to be hitting on 4s with these guys. Rerolling 1s because he's equipped with 2 close combat weapons. So rerolling that 1. Wow. Whoa. 4 hits. Wounding on 3s because it becomes strength. It's strength 12. So wounding on 3s. So those are 4 wounds. This is gonna be gross. So those 4 wounds are -4 to the AP. So I've got 6-up saves with him. So looking for some fill faces. I got 1 fill face, which means that we have 3. So that's 15 wounds. Yeah, he did. I think so. Well, let me just check. He's got 1 wound left, so he's still alive. And now he goes with his 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right. Oh, man. Okay, pretty brutal. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That one's cocked. All right, so we got 3 wounds here. 3 5-up saves from him. Oh, man. Oh, I make 2 of them. But I failed that one. So, yeah, he's going to be dead. So let's see if he's going to explode, in which case this could get very, very gross real quick. So do we see a fill face? No, we don't. Okay, so he doesn't explode, so he's just dead. And that is the end of the Deathwatch turn here on turn 2. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Iron Hands here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Iron Hands. This guy shuffled up over this way. He moved up over this way. He only moved his 4 inches that he could over here, and then he advanced up to him, so he's within advance there. He actually was just going to miss with his advance, so he spent a command point and then rolled a 6, so he got him right in there, which was awesome. These guys moved up this way. He's moved up this way. They stood still, and they stood still. And that's it for the movement phase. So we're going to go at the end of the movement phase. He rolls a D3 to see how many wounds he heals. So 1. All right. Oh, he's going to spend another command point. Oh, it's still just a 1. All right. See, okay, so I'm not the only one that rolls the same thing at the after they roll a command point, huh? All right, so yeah, he heals up 1 wound. Excellent. All right, so that's it for movement. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. We're gonna start shooting with these guys. They're gonna fire into my watch captain over here. So hitting on 3s. That one's cocked.
Oh, it's the 6 too.
Yeah, that one was a hit. So it's all 5 hits. Yeah, no, that's all good. Yeah, so we got 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. So we got 1 6, so that's a mortal wound because of sniper plus a save, and then I've got 2 saves there. So 2 2-up saves because I'm in cover here. And I make them both, but he still takes a wound because of the 6. That's a mortal wound. All right, so now he's going to fire into here. We're going to start with the heavy flamer, so D6. Oh, 6. 6, strength 5. So wounding on 3s. We've got 5 wounds there. I am not fully in cover there, so I'm going to take these 1 at a time on him first, starting there. So it's -1, so it's up at 4 up. Nope, he's dead, so I'm going to take him first, because now they become 3-ups. And the rest are just going to be all the same, so it's we had 4 left. So 4 3-ups, and I lose 3 guys. Whoo, boy. And now the assault cannon is going to shoot into him. So he moves, so hitting on 4s. Oh, he's usually ballistic skill 2? Oh, snap. Okay, so hitting on 3s. Okay, so misses on 2 of them. So these are strength 6, so wounding on 3s. So we've got 1 wound. 1 +1 armor save, -1, so he's at a 3+. Yeah, he's good. Woo! Now these guys are going to fire into him. So we've got, what much are you looking for? Sorry, there you go. All right, here come his attacks. Hitting on 3s. All right, so we've got, but 1, so 9 hits. Oh boy. Wounding on 4s. All right, that's a little bit better for me. So it's still 5 wounds there. 5. 2-up saves. Yeah, make them. Woo! All right, these guys are going to fire into these guys. So this bolter shot's going to go first. So we got the 5 bolter shots. Hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1 2-up armor save. He did. And now the heavy bolter is going to fire into them, hitting on 3s. Okay, 1 hit. Strength 5, wounded on a 3. That's a wound. -1 to the AP, +1 because of cover. So we've got a 3-up save. Ah, he's good. Woo! Okay, he is going to fire into him. He's got, now because of his wounds, he's at a 4-up ballistic skill. So he's going to shoot the multi-melta at a 5-up because he moved. So hitting on a 5. No, nothing there. And then you've got the Storm Bolter which is in rapid fire range. So hitting on 4s for these. So we've got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds. 2-up saves. And he's good. So he is going to fire into these guys. We're going to start with the Meltagun, hitting on the 3. No. And then the Heavy Flamer, so D6. That's 3. So 3 shots, strength 5, wounded on 3s. We've got 1 wound, -1, +1. So 3 up. Oh, and he did. And now he's going to fire into them. So we're going to start with the Multi-Melta, which is hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. -3, -4. -4 +1, so -3. So we're looking for a 3, 4, 5, 6 up. 6 up save. Fill faces. No fill face. So someone is dead. And now here comes the Storm Bolter from him, hitting on 3s. Okay, we got 2 hits. So wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 2-up save. They're good. All right, that's it for shooting. Moving on to the assault phase. He is going to assault into him, so he's going to fire Overwatch first with my frag cannon. So it's 2d6 hits. Okay, so 6 hits. So 6 wounding on 5s. Oh, there we go. So that is 5 wounds. 5. 1 second. All right, so it's AP -1, so 4 ups. And he makes 3 of them, so he takes 1 wound. And now his charge distance, and he is in. Now he is going to charge into them, so they're going to throw crack grenades in defense here. So I got 3 crack grenades that are coming up, hitting on 6s. Show me them fill faces. No fill faces. Okay, his assault, and he is in. And now because they are locked in there, he will just roll in for his assault. And he is also in. So we'll move him in, and then we'll come back to you with the fight phase. Starting off the fight phase, he's going to activate him first. So we're going to do the assault launchers out of 4+. No, so no frag launchers. We'll come back to you with his attacks. So now he's going to attack. He's going to use his fist there. So he's going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, so 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. All right, so those are 3 wounds. 3 6-up saves. Show me them fill faces. No fill faces, so they are all dead. Okay. So now we're going to go over to here. So he's going to attack in. He's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on... It might be 2s. All right, let's find out. All right, so he's actually hitting on 2s. So that's 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. We got 4 wounds. AP -3, right? So that is looking for 6 ups. Show me them fill faces. No, not a single one. So he is 4 times dead. Okay. All right. So now my captain, because he consolidated into combat with him, my captain can actually activate now. So he's got 4 attacks here, hitting on 2s. Okay, we've got 3 hits, wounding on 6s. I got 1 fill face. So AP -3. So he's down to a 6-up save.
Oh, no.
Of course. Yep, he gets it. So, so he is good to go. All right, so that is it for the Iron Hand's turn here on turn 2. We will come back to you after a movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here. He fell back over this way, advancing. So he moved 11 inches over this way. He stood still, and that's it. So we are going to move straight into the shooting phase. He is going to shoot into him with his twin las cannon. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. AP -3, so looking for a 5-up invul save. 2 5-ups. And he makes 1, so 1 goes through. D6 damage. No.
Oh, no.
He gets a 1. All right. I do want to reroll it. Yes, you can use my last command dice. Thank you, sir, for reminding me. Last command dice. That's that is so appropriate. All right. So yeah, that's it for the Deathwatch turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Iron Hands on turn 3. Movement for the Iron Hands here on turn 3. These guys moved up this way. He moved up that way. He advanced up there, and these guys advanced or just moved? What did they do? They just moved up to there. So that is it for the movement phase. So at the end of it, he's going to try to heal him. 2 hull points. So he goes back up to 4. Sounds good. All right. So that is it for the movement. The other guys over here, they stood still. They also stood still. That is it for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Shooting phase, he is going to fire into him. So we're going to go with the heavy flamer first. D6. So that's 3 hits. Strength 5. Looking for 3s to wound. We got 3 wounds. 3 4-up armor saves. And I failed 2 of them. All right. And now his Meltagun's going to fire into him, hitting on a 3. Oh, and he misses. Do you want to? He's going to spend his command point to re-roll that. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. No! Oh, no! What's up? No, it's not to damage on the damage roll. So yeah, so no damage on that one. All right. All right, so he is going to fire his Stormbolter into him and the Multi-Melta into my guy over there who you can see. So we're going to go with the Stormbolter into him, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1 3-up armor save. Oh, and he takes a wound. And now he's going to fire the Multi-Melta into him back there, hitting on a 4 because he moved. It's heavy. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. I've got a, so it's -4 to the the AP is -4. He's in cover and more than 50% obscured, so I get +1 to my save. So that makes this a 6-up save. Looking for a fill face. No. So, D6 damage. 1 damage. All right, I'll take it. Heavy Bolter is going to fire into him. So 3 shots, hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 4-up save, because it's Rend AP is -1. Hey, with a fill face, he's alive. Woo! All right, so he is going to fire into him. Only 1 guy can see him, so he's in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. That's cocked. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. And he's good. So he's going to fire into my Dreadnought there. So the heavy flamer, he's got 5 hits, strength 5, so wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves, 4-up. Oh, -1 because it's heavy flamer. Sorry, 4-ups. Made 1 of them. And now the Karis Assault Cannon is going to go in there, hitting on 4s. Oh, hitting on 3s because he's usually 2-up, but he moves. So we got 3 hits, strength 6, so wounding on 5s. So that's 1 wound. What's the AP? Is it -2, I think? -1? Okay, so -1. So here we go, looking for a 4-up. Ah, and he's good. So he is going to assault him in the assault phase. I'm going to try to throw Overwatch. Because he's going to use his grenade. Throwing Overwatch like a shade over here. So hitting on a 6 with the grenade. No, nothing there. So he needs a 5-inch charge, and he is in. So moving in. All right. And now he is going to charge into him. I'm going to fire Overwatch. I've got my twin las cannons here. So hitting on 6s. Nothing there. But then I've got my heavy flamer. What? 1 hit. Strength 5. So wounding on a 5. Nothing there. Okay. And then he's got a 4-inch charge, and he is in. All right. So we'll come back to you with the fight phase. So now he is going to go in here. So we've got the assault launchers go first. So on a 4-up. It is. So D3 mortal wounds. Any of them. 1 wound. But that's enough to kill him. So that is Slay the Warlord. All right, so here we go over here. He is going to go first. So he's got 4 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, so we got 3 hits. Strength ×2. So we're going to be wounding on 3s. So we got 1 wound.
I'm going to reroll.
He's going to reroll one of them. And that's a wound, so that's 2 wounds. AP minus what? Minus 3, so 6 ups. 2 fill faces. No fill faces. Damage is what? D3? Oh, it's just 3. Just 3. So he did. So that, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if I explode. No, I can't even do that. I roll a 1 for that one too. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is a tabling of the Deathwatch here. I did not kill a single model, but I did put some wounds on models. That was brutal. But that was a ton of fun, but brutal, man. Look at that. All those dreadnoughts, and this is like a completely bound list here. This is pretty awesome. So it's exciting to see all this, seeing what you can do in this new edition, and seeing all of the different ways that you can run them. And his list, I ran Patrol, which gave me +0 command points. He ran the Vanguard, which gave him +1 command points. So a pretty brutal tabling there once he got in there. The big thing, when I couldn't get that 5-inch assault over there, that was a big game changer there. Because if I could have gotten in with those hammers, getting some of those attacks in, I might have been able to take out some of his guys and done some damage in his back end there. But yeah, blowing up the Land Raider in 1 round, that was that was crazy town. So, but I had a blast. 8th edition is a lot of fun to play, and we were looking up rules left and right, and it still felt like it ran real smooth and pretty quick. So, yeah, I hope you guys have all enjoyed that. I certainly did. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Mob Rules Ted. Make sure to check out the Mob Rules podcast. You can go on Facebook, facebook.com/mobrules, right? // Mob Rules AK to check out the Facebook page there with all the links to the different podcasts. I'm on them too, so if you like hearing my voice, go check it out. If you don't like hearing my voice, go check it out anyway. There's 2 other guys that are talking as well, so check it out if you enjoy some banter about 40K. Yeah, so I hope you guys have all enjoyed it, and until next time, have fun.